take. Hello everybody. It's morning in Taiwan and evening, 6 evening I think in USA. Okay, so today we're talking about how to draw such view. Yeah, I think it's interesting reference to study. So it's like a bird view or a downshot. Let me turn my screen. So here it's interesting. We can see, like we can practice here perspective grid and also practice how to work with the surface. Because I see some artists, they sometimes confuse with plans, like with the ground and like tilted surfaces in this angle. Так, so let's see. So again, like perspective grid, and every kind of perspective is we working with the 3 axes. It's y-axis for vertical line, z-axis for depth, and x-axis for width, kind of, right? So it's like if we're talking about space, then there's like endless surface, endless axis, and same applies to object, so like a box. So this will be y-axis here, this will be x-axis, and this stands for z-axis. So when we establish this axis, then we can work with the 3D form. Watch my tutorials. I have very good tutorials on this channel, like how to quickly learn this perspective principles. So here now we need to, like, you work from photograph or from real life, whatever, you need to know where is your y, z and x. So here I want to kind of show you and remind every time like how to apply these principles, and you need to practice this from time to time. You need to practice applying these principles just to install it more deep in your mind, so it will be more and more like automatic. So here we can see, let's move back to big view. First, it's easiest here is to discern, to find y-axis, these vertical lines, right? Because we can watch these edges of buildings. They're all must be like completely vertical, so we assume we have convergence here because of perspective. So then we have these pillars, all the stuff is vertical, it gives us idea of direction. So we have on the right side we have this angle for vertical lines for y-axis. On the left side we have this angle for vertical axis. So it gives us this funnel, kind of funnel thing. So I look on the left and I kind of say, okay, here is something like this, here's something like this. I look on the right and I see something like this, right? Then I can look on a reference, and I can think like where is on the reference middle line, like which is like in the middle of this funnel, kind of, right? So it's like about here we have this vertical line without tilt without leaning, kind of, right? So, or you can just find middle points here. So this will be more like vertical straight line. So this already perspective grid for y-axis. You just keep dividing it on halves. For this you can use like equal subdivider, like Daniel Warren Johnson use. So you will have like many subdivisions. You just put beginning end here, and you will have like, or for me, eyeballing is usually enough. So this is our y-axis. Then here you see, interesting, if we start to looking for other two axes, it might be like a little confusing. And you see same process you do when you draw from life, like it's like a view from a window. I will next time make a video like I will draw from window so it will be like perfect example. So where is z and x? Let's say this is x, right? So we can take this like, and we see it's definitely parallel here. This parallel, this fence parallel, and rails and train windows here. This seems all follow parallel here. So we can take it as a direction for this x-axis. But here we have like this place here, we have different angle. Look, you see? So it's going different. So it's again, it shows you that you need to choose which you want to use for perspective grid. Instead of like drawing all, you can draw like general grid, and after make some exception from this general grid. Or if you want, you can make like let's say we have kind of this, then we have, so like I say also before, perspective grids and perspective kind of in general, it's not only scaffolding kind of help you to draw, it's also part of composition. Perspective, it's also composition. So here, and then you can say like, okay, and here I want like this, but I think it's make it little more complicated. Better just to make a general perspective grid, let's say, and there, like in this situation, look, is just parallel diagonal lines, kind of this. So it's kind of simple like this enough, instead of trying to show all these parallels. Better to have like a general like environment condition, you know. So it's like in watercolor when you make atmosphere color. So you make this like background atmosphere color, and then all other colors, they will be like harmonized by this like unified gamut kind of, right? So same here, perspective grid, like as composition tool, it helps us to snap all objects, all elements snap together, so they feel like unified within picture. Instead of trying to jump in all difference, you start from like putting them, kind of connect them together to one structure. Hello, Merlit. Yeah. Welcome to stream. Yeah, so now we have x here, right? So it was y, and now X. Then let's check where is Z axis. And here first we can like, I will I will take Z from here, because we already have like it's like a, you see, it's like a box here, right? It's like transparent box. Oh, okay, here this is a transparent box. We have this Z axis of this box, same Z axis for cars here under, same Z axis for each car here. So we already can see that like this is like a, it's like a first plan here. We can put all this under same Z axis, and the train also same Z, and it's all the stuff on the railways, right? But here, then after this second plan, we see like, oh, we can see through glass, and here this wall is different Z. Yeah, feel good. Yeah, thank you. So you see it's different Z here, right? Then we look here. Oh, this also different direction. So this direction is not parallel to this. So then also road, you see. So we have this different Z axis for this part, and the building, like if it's not some kind of distortion, seems even without within this building there is other. No, actually, no. Okay, nice. No, actually we can see it's same line. Okay, now I see. Now it's clear. So here, most of picture, like this part, like 85%, 80%, it's we will have Z. Так, let's say like going this way, and it's some conversion here. Yeah, if I look on this building here, it will be like this, right? So again, like take extremes from like very left to very right side, like, so you make perspective grid from extremes, and then you put middle, and then you put all middle like subdivision. So now I find these extremes, then I make middle, just kind of eyeball in this like smooth transition. Kind of this. So, and again, like here Z, in this part Z is have totally different angle. So this is like a general perspective grid here. Okay, let's maybe draw some details. And it's kind of also interesting, like you might like a very loose sketching like this without pencil. You just take ink and start to draw. But if you put perspective grid, it can give you a lot of kind of give you a lot of dynamic in your sketch. dynamic and also it's improved composition, like I say, because perspective it's also composition tool, because for us is how we perceive space, right? So if we see space with like this, like properly established convergent, it just have more and strong impact for us, for viewer, and we can manipulate this impact. So yeah, let's see here. It's like I like this kind of rooftop views since I read Akira. Hello Erga. And then will be interesting also moment. First I will put some details, I will tell about this moment. Yeah, also I want to mention again, I have Discord for Patreons. Just like everybody start from $3 for months. You will have this access to Discord. Also $3 will open your access to my book about motorcycles. Already have 200 pages. How to draw like different type of suspension, different type of like front ends, engines, a lot of stuff. No, it's like on a half finish now. It's just like a lot of work, and it's kind of hard to publish, so I decided to start to put it in my Patreon. And if you're in my Discord, you can show your pictures, I will give you feedback, and like we can talk about some perspectives there, how to improve perspective. Hello, Nani. Always forget, like say Juicy is like, it's not name, yeah. Oh, hello, John. Yeah, now I need to wake up like 4:30 in the morning, and I think it's good actually, because kind of I think it's good time for live on YouTube for English language kind of. So I will try to stream earlier, regularly like this. Yeah, and actually it's kind of, you know, every artist should at least once in a life, but better to have a habit to wake up before sunrise. it's the best time. Like you can see how so now like I don't know, it's like awakening of life, like how everything wake up. Like there is like a moment in sunrise, I forgot, it's like 5:30 maybe. I will double check. It's a moment where all birds wake up. So it's like, it's like very quiet. You can hear only insects, and then it's like somebody turning switch, and like all birds wake up and like start to flying around very very loud. So you can see kind of how like world wake up, it's very cool. And also colors, everybody talking about sunset, but sunrise very cool. So like every painters, if you paint outdoors, it's the most epic time to paint sunrise. Oh, and Europe 11. Go before sunrise. Yeah, no good. Yeah, no. No, maybe you need to go to like gym. You go to gym maybe months or two. It will help for you to change habit, because you will be very tired, and it will help you to sleep. Yeah, because I think like nighttime, I don't like nighttime. For me, at least for me, it's like you're not clear enough to read the book. You start like like fuzzy, and also not so much productive actually. So you're in an evening, in the night, you're more tend to just waste your time like watching videos on YouTube or series. It's like there's also fear of end your day. It's kind of I have this theory, like when people who don't like sleep early, they just feel guilty they waste your day, so they want to make their day longer, and they're afraid to begin new day because they feel like they did nothing. It's like it's like a death, right? Like it's like you afraid of death because you feel like you did nothing in this life, like you waste your life, kind of this. So you try to kind of grabbing it. So it's like and this is it's really like bad cycle, because you're afraid to finish your day because you feel like oh, I did nothing today, I need to keep doing something before I sleep. But you do nothing, you just keep kind of imitating activity or procrastinating, and then in the morning you don't want to wake up. You want to keep you're afraid to wake up because you don't have a plan, and say like, what I will do, I'm not sure, like maybe I will just waste my time and only like prove myself I cannot do anything, something like this, you know. So it's kind of negative thinking, fear of life. So it's just in the core, it's absolutely counterproductive, and not only counterproductive, it's like anti-life kind of mentality, and we need to fight with this. No, spaghetti arms no good. No good, no. I was like in 2008, 2005. Yeah, 2005. I been like I got like many weird ideas, like, you know, like young people have, like, about changing world, go and live in the forest. So I was really go to like some kind of hippie community in Russia, and was living in a forest with some community kind of. No, and it was actually, it's not so bad because we have internet like workshops, so people from all countries, they was coming for yoga and like kind of, how's it called, like how to be rich seminars, like from different guru, all this kind of stuff. But we live like literally in the forest near Finland. It's like very cool, like actual forest. And I forget why I tell this. So this kind of think about waking up earlier. Forget what I'm talking about. Gym, spaghetti noodle. Oh my god. It's like flashbacks strike. Why am I talking about this? Okay, so it's kind of here, all this pretty loose. My brain not wake up yet, or I'm like Manchurian candidate, just forget what I'm talking about when I start talk about hippie camp. It's like, you're not allowed to speak about this. Off your brain. Yeah, I remember. So there was like all these seminars, workshops about how to be like how to enlighten yourself, how to become like super rich, how to change universe and make everybody happy, you know, all this stuff. And different people come from country, and I meet a lot of different people. And there was one guy, he arrived for workshop about, you know, all this like how to be happy, successful and all this stuff. but he's like so overweight. He's like huge guy, like so big, so like so much overweight. And one day it's just like, you know, hit me kind of this obvious thing. He sit like kind of, for him like stand up and like little move is already like over how's it called, no, it's already a lot of work for him. He already overloaded with just like standing up, you know, and he sit and have all this like blood pressure or something like red color. It's like so like, oh my god, man, for you success will be just to lost freaking weight, you know, just all. It's like kind of miracle advice, you know, just lost, like stop carrying all this like 100 extra kilograms, you know, and your life like colors will become brighter. You will feel like less pressure in your life. I mean, it's so kind of on a surface, all these things. So same, you know, like we all always will like looking like, oh, what I need this or I need that. Yeah, but there is some basic things which will like immediately significantly improve your life. And this is just like, don't be overweight, don't be too skinny, and don't kind of don't have noodle arms. This also is not healthy kind of. You need to no, you will feel like difference for sure, because I was also like very subtle kind of, very thin. And when I went to gym, and it's like, I'm not like a fighter, but I went for some like boxing, for some martial arts, just to break through this kind of, you know, like limitations. Like I don't want it to be like push over, so afraid of somebody fight with me and stuff like that. So, and this really help a lot. It's kind of like all these very simple things, and they're like super life changing. They're changing your life forever. Just do something like this, and you get experience, and you also meet a lot of people, and you learn from them. They just kind of demonstrate you something you need to see from people. Yeah, maybe hippie already flying here to Taiwan. Yeah, so I kind of here all proportions is loose here with the train. It's just some kind of Disneyland train, for goofy train here, but it's okay, just for demonstration. So and here, so what I want to tell about. We have this, like I told before, let's use red line. For this part, z-axis will be like this. or maybe even more, but let's say keep this way. So also you do is like a perspective grid, right? We have same y-axis here, we have same, no, z-axis also here is different. Z-axis will be kind of like this. So same y-axis but different z and x, right? Dun, dun, dun. So cars make some kind of this. Some tree here. Some people walking. Так. Oh. Here was grid goes this way. And here kind of interesting moment. I see often people confuse. Так, let's finish here. Like that's why we need to practice these grids also, because to make sure you follow logic. And there, you know, it's like it's something like about like thinking and make illusion of thinking process. Some like, let's say like AI imitate it have feelings and it's really care about what is talking, when actually it's imitating it, but like calculating like which response is better for you, like based on the data, right? So same for us, we're like often like we're tend to this kind of wrong approach when we are skipping logic and like kind of focusing on the superficial elements of it. So you've seen this like some convergence, perspective grids, but in a moment you really don't follow this structure. You're more like random draw it, and I see this why like many artists they make confusion in parts like this here. So let me make it clear. So what happening here, because we have like rotation kind of in a space. So if all these things they go in like they're like boxes parallel to each other, right? They follow on same grid, but this part here, it's little like rotated. It's like slanted kind of, right? So we have different angle while having same vertical axis, and because these have different angle, and uphill downhill also will make different angle, people kind of losing it. They're like when they want to draw uphill or downhill, they drawing it like this, so it looks just like rotation. Or when they want to show rotation, they make it like it's look like a downhill or uphill, you know. So real understanding of perspective grid principles help you to avoid this mistake. So let me explain. Let's explain. Because if you understand perspective grids, if you properly use perspective grids, it's no matter what angle, no matter from where is camera, all this stuff. That's why it's so useful. So we have y-axis and this here. So these are building and road, right? So what you need to look at? So let's say here this z-axis going this direction, right? So and on a building all these levels, so it goes this way, right? So a very simple principle you need to see is like if these levels, right, they're parallel to ground, they're like kind of, I don't know, like perfectly parallel, So like it's not slanted, it's not like stairs, you know, it's not like fallen bridge, fallen building. It's a straight standing building with ground floors on it, right? So we can, if it's not like apocalypse or post-apocalypse, and we know this is normal building, so we can look at these levels and consider them as a suggestion of a ground plan. So yeah, I want it to be easy to comprehend. So if we see road is parallel to these lines on a building, so we assume this road is like a flat surface. It's not uphill, not downhill, it's not inclined, it's just like it's say like if I make like a tunnel here, so and we have different angle here, right? It also might be parallel to ground, or this might be like going downhill. How we show it's going downhill or uphill? If we making this kind of thing, let's say. So now we have this like relationship with the surface and building, with like a building wall, right? We see how road relative to building wall, it's have angle. So it's like if this like ground floor here, right, like we have door, we have this window, let's say, and same we here have like it's like a floor 1, F1, and then it's already like a basement floor according to this one, and we go down, down, down. So you look in the real life or in a photo reference, and yeah, you see, you look at this one, right? It's a parallel. So we have a line on the wall like this, and this like contact between road and the wall, it's same. It doesn't go in up, it doesn't go in down, so it's normal ground, like flat ground there. So let's see. It's kind of like very simple, you know, and it's again, it's kind of perfect demonstration of, for all those people who read book about perspective, they read this chapter, they think like, okay, now I know perspective, and then they go and make drawing where they making this basic mistake. Why? Because you need immediately practice when you study book. You study book, and when you learn something, draw it couple times, so it will be really like stick in your mind. Otherwise you will like next day you will forget it, and then you will need to read again. So here kind of again this principle, or you practice right away, or you come back to relearn, which is also fine, because it will be easier to learn again than learn it first time. So you just need to understand also kind of this reality, like it's never happen in the first attempt. You can make it like learning process faster if you do more work. or you can like just kind of repeating, practice, or you can do it longer if you will come back, but you need to also be okay with this. Don't feel like, oh, I'm so stupid, I need to go back and read again. It's better than these people who don't want to kind of confirm they have problem and they need to go back and learn again, you know. Yeah, you it's kind of different meaning of understanding. You can think you understand, but in a skill you cannot understand if you not practice it. Yeah. So again, like here we have this, let's say, go like this, right? Again, right, so we can see here is like was first floor here, so it's go like one floor down, a little more than one floor, and then again it start to parallel to building. Or let's say or it's going up, right? So we have this building here, this building here. It's like very strong angle. But make clear. So that's why also I recommend this like divide practice from creative process, you know, because like creative process, like we're taking it sometimes too serious, sometimes we want more like ideas, something, but to making some this kind of thumbnails, it's very much satisfactory, kind of like you feel satisfaction, like, oh, I'm actually can do it, you know, and you need to feel it, you need to do it. So with, let's say, now I want to practice this point, right, and let's just draw more of this stuff, just play around with this. It's some if somebody like math, it's like playing with the math, right, kind of. So let's say again, so I establish vertical, right, vertical, and this is x, right, and then I establish z, let's say here, right. So this is my z, and this is kind of with floors on a building parallel to ground, and then I say I want road to go up one floor here and again make it parallel. So I already practiced many different scenario, and it's real experience. It's really like kind of improving my vocabulary, like visual language, because then it's how our brain works. If you did it once, it will be easier to make it again. So if you draw this kind of scenario with road like going here, going there, so you're already like accustomed kind of to it, and you can repeat this kind of scene, kind of scenario in your illustration if you will need, or you can make it little more complex and then little more complex and then little more complex. This is how it works. Then okay, I always do it this angle. Why not show my brain how it will look if I will draw it to other angle, right? Let's do like other direction. It's kind of small practice. So I have Y, I have X, and now Z. And now let's say so I will make it go down and then go up and then go parallel. So same, we have building here. And we have this road going down here. Going up and going parallel to ground here. So you see, it's like, it's a very, it's kind of very sophisticated somehow, while it's a very simple thing, where I keep doing the same thing, but it's like, whoa, I never see it from this angle. Oh, I never did it with this kind of distortion. Так, so then let's see, let's do it like vertical. Let's do it let's do like this. Now I like confuse what I'm doing. Okay, let's do like this. So it's like, will be like rooftop here. And here road go up, go parallel like this, go up and go parallel. Then we have building. You so often you will need something like this, because most cases you start with thumbnails, like you want to have some idea of your drawing, like what kind of composition you have. Maybe it's like thumbnail for comic book, maybe it's thumbnail for animation, or it's like storyboard for a movie, right? Storyboards like have a very good payment for storyboards if you can get this job. So let's put some. Так. So let's again here. So you see, we again like back to this picture. We have general perspective like this. And here. But part of this perspective, this part here, is change, right? Is follow different direction. And if you don't see this kind of signs, like of kind of relationship between surface and like wall and ground, you might like, no, maybe you will not confuse yourself, maybe you will know it's like, oh, probably it's a flat ground, but you will draw it in a way it will look like it's going uphill or downhill or opposite. So often, most of cases, people like from this angle they don't know how to show uphill or downhill, so they just kind of show in this different angle, but it doesn't feels like it's going up, right? So let's me here, maybe I will make 3 examples, so it will be a final example here. And this is a very, very basic thing. That's why I've been kind of force myself to study perspective, because I want to control these things. Like I want to make sure it looks like uphill or downhill, you know. It's so many drawings, some like hobby artists draw when is nothing clear, you know. It watch so many lines, so many details, but it's nothing clear, like you're not sure it's going up, it's going down, or like where is this, like what happened. So let's say this, wait a second, I change, so I change here, so here will be different. Let's do like this. Here we have this building. Same like with people, it's so cool, kind of, you know, when you see somebody like drawing pose, like people like sit like this, and you can see like when artist he show your like body tilted towards view, and like it's turned, and then one hand like going towards you, one hand going like backwards or like far away, an artist, he like kind of places it's all this in a space. And when you see other artists who don't understand this, he don't have this kind of skill of drawing 3D form, so in his work kind of same pose but is zero feeling of space. It's just some kind of lines. Так. So here let's make a bus here. So here we can put zebra. Yeah, so it's like I mean it's kind of this example, right? Like when you don't learn any special trick, no any special trick, you just kind of learn to utilize basic knowledge. So you just look like, oh, I can use it this way, I can use it that way. Let's see, here somebody walk. Whoops. Really not. It's like a dolphin brain. Like I'm wake up, but part of my brain still sleep. Так, so here you see it's no inclines here, but here I will do так. Так. Let's do it moving up. Maybe here is going to the right. Here will be building. drag and move up here. Так. Scar here. Yeah, I hope it's clear. Here is like this road moving up, and here is parallel. Kind of this. And let's see here. So same as like, but moving down. So in this like direction of ground, it's also work like perspective grid, you know. So you see parallel. Так, was can people walking here? Here. So here we have this change of angle, so let's say it's a bus here. And whoops, and bus here. Okay, yeah, I'm glad it helps. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so next time I will also back to this theme again, but with other reference, with other example. So keep practicing your perspective. Yeah. And see you next tutorials. Write me comments and share and stuff like this. Yeah. Okay. See you next time. Bye. Nani. Nani or Nani? Так.